Hi YouTube, Engineer Boy 100. I went out to check my wife's oil the other day, and guess what happened when I opened up the hood? Check this out. The hood shock is dead. So we're going to go ahead and change that out, and I'll show you how it's done. First, I measured how high and how wide this hood opens, so I could cut myself a stick to hold it while I work on the shock. This vehicle happens to be 47 inches. This is a 1999 Mercedes SLK230. Let's go cut the wood. After measuring out the right length of wood, I realized I was too lazy to take out my saw, my electrical skill saw, so I decided to just saw it by hand. All done. Now I can use my board to hold the hood up for me while I work. Put this in place right here. And we're good to go. Now to remove this strut, at the top there's a retaining clip that needs to be slid off right here. And at the bottom there's a snap connector. And you just slide this part out with a screwdriver right here. And then you can easily remove this bottom connector. I'll remove the bottom connector first. So you just take a screwdriver, you stick it in the back like so, and you just pry out. That relieves it, and it makes it very easy to take that off. Then the top we'll do next. Okay, so now we'll do the top clip. You can take this one off by bending this little tab, okay, and allow it to slide off at the end of that bolt. So you bend this little tab like so, and then it should slide off. I don't want to get in front of it here, like so, and rotate it, and that should slide off just like so. So I can get that to come off. Uh-oh, I think I broke it. Well, there goes that. I'll have to get a new one, so I broke it. But there's the top piece. So here are the two struts. This is the old one that we just took off, and this is the new replacement. You're like, oh my goodness, they don't look the same. So there's a little bit of assembly that you have to do before you reinstall, and I'll show you what you have to do. You have to press this button right here, so I'll get in real close so you can see exactly what I'm doing. This button releases the cartridge that looks just like this, that's inside of this plastic housing here that we just took off. And then you have to get past this other hole here. I think you can turn this, so we'll see. So to release the cartridge from this little plastic housing, you push this button right here, and then pull it through like so. And I think, oh, you can't. So you just have to pull it all the way down, and then it's going to pop up into this second hole here, because you can't rotate it. So it pops up into the second hole, and then you push it again. Okay, push the button down, and give it a little tug until it gets free, and then you can just see if you can pop it out, And there you go. Now, the next thing you have to do is this little end here comes off, and you have to put it on the new cartridge here. Okay, so you have to rotate this counterclockwise, and it has little flats on it, so I may have to use a wrench. It's really tight. I thought it would be looser than this. So I'm gonna have to get a wrench, and I'll tell you what size that is. Let me go get a wrench. Okay, I went and got a wrench, so let's see if I can get this off now with a wrench. It's actually 19 millimeter. It's huge. So let me put this on here and see if I can hold this. So I'm gonna have to actually get something to hold this. So let me go get something to hold this with now. Jeez. All right, so I grabbed some vice grips to hold this. I got my 19 millimeter. Now if you don't have a 19 millimeter, there it goes. If you don't have a 19 millimeter, you can use an adjustable wrench like this and just open it up to the size you need, like so. And that'll work just fine as well. But you're gonna need like either channel locks or vice grips or a vice to hold this cylinder to get it off. All right, so once this is off, let me just look at this little piece here. This is the end piece, and it has a little button on it. See if you can see and that goes on the new strut. So you screw that on, and I guess it has, this cartridge has two locations for different vehicles that have different opening sizes. So for this vehicle, we want to push it all the way down to the second opening and use that. And it goes on pretty tight as well. Wow. So I'm going to use my wrench. And I'm not going to make you watch. Okay, so I finally got it on. I just pretty much held the cylinder with my hand because I didn't want to crunch down on my new cylinder with the vice grip. So I just held it by hand and screwed it on. So now you want to depress the button like so and slide it back into the little plastic housing. And it's going to pop into that first hole like that. You're going to depress the button again and push it all the way down, 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 till it pops into the second. Now we're ready to reinstall. So this time I'm going to install the bottom first, and you may notice, see if I can get a little bit closer, you may notice that I installed, or actually applied, a little bit of grease to the little ball. And that's just so that it slides on nice and easy. When you do install it, all you have to do is push it on, and the little clip that we pried out with the screwdriver before will automatically go out and then snap back on. So I'll show you that now. You just push it on like so, and just push it on. And it just snaps on like that. Then to do the top, all you have to do is raise up a little bit or push down on the shock a little bit. Wow, this thing is tight. I can't even push it down. I'm going to raise up on the hood. I need to get my board out of the way. Slide that on, and then put the clip on to retain it. And that's it. Thanks for watching.